Yo, I want to record something today so I can get practice for recording. So I'm going to rank every hero right now in Overwatch 2 in terms of how good they are, in terms of how good in the meta they are, etc. Um, that's about it. Um, Hope you enjoy. This tier list goes in alphabetical order, so I'm just going to go in this order. Um, right, starting off with Anna. Um, Anna's decent right now. Meta is dive, so healing from range is strong, but you are a target from the dive heroes, but you do have some defense tools. Um, Probably should add an F to. So let's do that. Oh, wait, no. Wait, did I just make up? Oh, I just messed up. Wait, no, I messed up. That's fine. And then we lower this down. Look at this. Bang. I want to make an after. Let's make it green. Right after. Anna's pretty good. I'd put a beta. I think she's quite good right now. Just the anti-nade is very strong. Sleep is solid. Again with dive, like if you sleep a target and just get dive on it, then it's just good. So I think Hannah's good. Ashe is quite solid. A poke hero, but like has very good mobility to get away from dive. So if you're trying to defend against dive, I think she can be strong as well. And I'd put a B. I think she's quite good. Baptiste doesn't have the best mobility. Healing is good though. Has like good tools. Between B and C, I'd put them below B again, but I'll put low B for now. Pretty. He's decent. He's decent. Bastion is not good right now because you just get dived on and you completely combust. I'll put him D tier. He's not good right now. He has good damage output from range, but again, when you've just got like traces and sombras going around right now, and like you're getting destroyed by like a diva that just jumps on top of you and shields all of your mech attacks, and then they just kill you. It's just not good. So you could honestly put him F, but I'm putting D just because the pure damage output like from range. Like if they're trying to get around there's certain points where poke is okay. So if you're like there, and you've got like a Rhine in front of you, and maybe you've got more like rushy like other DPS, he can be okay, like on certain maps. But I can't put him above D. Brig is really good right now. Brig is S tier because Brig is the best support at defending against dive, which obviously is meta. She's one of the only heroes that can survive against the Tracer and the Sombra. If a Sombra like finds her and hacks her, like she has the tools to not only get away but also do damage to the Sombra and force them to teleport away. And the Sombra can't one-shot the Brig with the like, because obviously she has like multiple like combinations she can do. Brig has too much health, so the Sombra actually can't kill it if you're smart. So Brig is very good. And also that the ranged healing is just so good, really good if like for closing in like small choke points. Basically a brawl hero, but will be like can be avoided as a dive target. So really strong. Definitely the most different support that's like strong. The other good supports in the game right now are all dive, but yeah. Cassidy isn't great. I'll give him C. He's not the best. He has good damage output from close range, so again, if you're countering against dive, he can defend himself, but often he does become a target, but he can defend himself. Like if you hit headshots, like you can just do damage, but he's not the best. Doomfist, I know he is a dive hero, but I don't like Doomfist much because I think he struggles to defend his team a lot, which I think can be important because like I think you can just get your backline destroyed if you're Doomfist. But if you're good at Doomfist and you can like outflank them and like work faster, then he can be good. I'd give him B. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put all the DPS in the middle, then tanks at the top, and then all of them. So I think that Anna's better than Baptiste right now, so I'll put Anna above, but not above these two because they're different roles. I'll put Doomfist at high B. D.Va is the best tank in the game right now because she's the best dive tank and she has good damage output and she can protect her team with shield. She just is the jack of all trades. If there's never been a better time to play D.Va than right now. D.Va's just great. I need to get back on my tank grind soon because D.Va, I can just play D.Va and I know I'm just gonna get good wins. So Yeah. Echo is very weird because Echo is bad against like, for example, Bastion and a Cassidy actually counter Echo, but because they're bad right now, you can just rely on the fact that if you have like a Tracer or something, they're just gonna kill these two. So Echo is not bad. Not as good as Ashe. I'd put her below Ashe, but for like, I don't even know how you describe Echo in terms of like what the meta is. Like, would you say she's poke or would you say she's brawl? Because she's not dive, obviously. I don't know what you'd consider her because she flies, so it's like kind of like brings a whole new dimension into it. But I think she's very good. Genji is dive, but Genji doesn't completely work well. Genji's good right now. Like Anna's very good, but Anna's I'd only put a B. I'd put Genji middle B tier for now. Genji's obviously a very good dive hero, very good ultimate, but he just struggles to take out certain heroes. Like there's certain dives that just have more agility than Genji, so it's sometimes you do get caught out of position. Whereas like heroes like Sombra and Tracer just have those like easy escape tools. Whereas like all Genji has is the slash thing. So it can be difficult to get out of some situations, which for other heroes can be good. So yeah, it's tough. Hanzo is fun to play, but Hanzo is only a C tier, probably. I think that's correct. A poke hero, so not poke is quite bad right now. It's just like very difficult to play Hanzo right now, so it's I don't really want to rank him too highly. But he does have very good damage output. Like again, like being able to one shot things is huge. But again, when you're playing in a meta where everything is just so movement based, it's like difficult to hit those shots. So I don't think Hanzo's very good right now. Junker Queen, I haven't seen much this season. But I don't get scared when I see Junker Queen much, so I'll put a C. Junker Queen is not the best right now. Mainly because of just dive, and that's about it. Junker Queen's very brawl, but doesn't have the best mobility, can raise her speed, and that's about it. So, a bit difficult to play. So, I can't really put her much above that. Junkrat, very good for spam into like close areas. Again, some maps can do well, but isn't very good overall. I love playing Junkrat, but he's not the best right now. I'd put him there. Even then, I feel like that's generous. Like, I feel like I could do this. I feel like that makes sense more. I don't know, I just don't think Junkrat's very good right now. You just can't really hit targets. Like, good luck trying to kill a Tracer with Junkrat. Like, it just doesn't happen much. Because, realistically, they're just flanking around. You're not going to be able to spam into certain points when everyone's, like, sort of like splitting up. So, it's difficult. A hero that is good right now is Kiriko. Kiriko goes straight into S tier. Very good. Great literally able to teleport, so it's just brilliant to play. The grenade thing completely counters Anna, which is brilliant. Counters Junker Queen. Probably counters something else that I'm forgetting about. Maybe Sombra a little bit, but I don't know. But just really good. Like Kiriko is really good right now. I don't know if she's better than Brig. I think it depends. I think Kiriko might be easier to play than Brig, actually, but I'll put her below. I think Brig might be a little bit better. I think Brig could be the best support in the game right now, but I guess we'll see when I go through them all. Lucio is very good. Obviously very good in a dive meta. I don't like that he doesn't give instant healing right now, and I think it's really important. Like, some heroes just to, like, get back to full, go back in. Like, I think Lucio's a slow healer, so I don't think that's the best. His ultimate's really good, though. He's, like, very high A. I wouldn't put him S, though. Mei is quite good. The icicles do so much damage, and that is so good. And actually has very good tools for countering certain dive, like the wall, and just being able to freeze herself and get her health back is just, like, such a useful thing to slow down a fight, which... If you're doing that again, if you can slow down a fight against dive, it's so good because their main thing is the element of surprise and like making a fight as quick as possible. So if you're just able to slow that down, it's just like really good. Mei's very good. I'd put a high B. I think she's better than Ashe. Mercy is terrible. Mercy sucks. Mercy doesn't do anything because you just can't. Her ultimate is very good. Don't get me wrong. But other than that, I'm never scared of a Mercy. Like even if I'm playing support, I will just attack the Mercy, and they have to run because they just have no health. And like, sure, like if they're damage boosting, it's like kind of scary. But like, I'm just never scared of the Mercy. So I don't think she can go. I mean, you could put her in D just because of the ultimate, but like, then is anything going to go in F? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'll put her in D. She's very low D. She's probably the worst support in the game. Like, I don't think there's a worse support than her. Actually, no, there is one. Actually, there's one I'm going to put in F, I can see. Moira. Moira's pretty good. Moira's got very good mobility. Quite good in this type of meta. I'm gonna put her in B, above Bap and below Anna. Overall, Moira's kit is just a bit lackluster for the most part, but what she does have is very good. Obviously, like, just such an agile, like, support, and like has the ability to do damage as well. Like, she's probably the most damage dealing like support because you can just go behind targets that are low, and kill them. But when you're in a dive meta, it is difficult to do that, which is why she's not the best right now. You could even put her below Bap, but I think she deserves speed tier. Orisa is not that bad. Very brawly, which ultimately gets destroyed by D.Va. So it's C tier for me. Better than Junker Queen though. If I see a Orisa or a Junker Queen, I'm probably more scared of the Orisa because Orisa's just a hunk. Like, it's quite difficult to take out. But has a lot of, like, just a lot of things to stay alive with, which ultimately staying alive is good when you're playing dive, but when you are, like, the front target, it is more difficult, so. Pharah. Pharah used to be the best, like, DPS in the game, but now she got nerfed, thank God, because I hate playing Pharahs. Pharahs are really annoying to play against. Very similar to Echo. I put her one below Echo now, but she's still good, but she got heavily nerfed. There we go. Which in part made Mercy worse because now Pharah Mercy is no longer like meta, so which is kind of cool because Pharah Mercy was really annoying to play. Yeah, Reaper's really good right now. Reaper goes S tier. Reaper has such good damage output right now. Again, when dive is good, Reaper is good. His shotgun just does so much damage into tanks as well. Like, if you're playing against Brawl and you pick Reaper and you just pile damage into the tank and completely win the fight instantly. Even then, you can go for backline and kill the supports. Most supports in the game in 2 shots. He's really good. Reinhardt, I really like Reinhardt right now because Reinhardt is not a dive, but he is like the best brawler in the game, and it was also really good for certain comps. Certain very stacked together comps where if you're like trying to hold a payload and you're like getting dived, Reinhardt can be really good to counter. But he's not as good as dive. He's between B or A. I honestly would give him A. I really like Reinhardt right now. I like how Reinhardt plays right now. I don't play him myself, but like I like when I'm healing. If I'm playing Juno, I really want my teammate to pick Reinhardt because it's so easy to heal a Reinhardt because he just stands there and you just heal him and you both charge ultimates immediately. So it's just great. Roadhog is terrible right now. Roadhog's D. He's not good. He has no mobility, so he just cannot survive dive. If you had a duo and it's like Sombra and Tracer and they both jump the Roadhog dies immediately because he can't kill either. Even if it's just like Sombra plus 1 healer, you cannot win the fight. Roadhog is not good. Sigma is also not good, but he's better than Roadhog. I'd give him C. I'd give him low C. Orisa's high C. I'd give him in low C, but obviously there's not. No, there's Junker Queen now. I put him below Junker Queen. Junker Queen is better than Roadhog because even though they play similar, Junker Queen has more tools to kill people with immediately. Roadhog has staying power, but that isn't that important when you can't do anything by being there, so he's just not good. Sigma has the barrier, which is good. Obviously, like, Reinhardt has a barrier, but the thing about Sigma's is just, like, He just doesn't have that damage output that Reinhardt does. Like, Reinhardt's actually, you actually want to keep away from him. Like, Sigma, you can just walk past him. If you're playing a DPS, you could just walk past Sigma and kill the backline. Because he just doesn't have that damage output that's scary. Like, all he has is the rock, and if he misses the rock, the fight ends. Sojourn isn't very great. I'll put Sojourn in the C tier above Hanzo. Sojourn used to be quite good, but Poke has been sort of nerfed. Has very good mobility to get away from Dive, which keeps her in C, but other than that, not the best. It's more worth, if you want to play something like Sojourn, to play less something like Ashe. In my opinion, at least. But Sojourn's not bad. Sojourn's like a mix between Ashe and like Soldier and Ashe and Soldier in a lot of ways. But Soldier's next. And Soldier's not very good either. But he's not bad. I give him C. Soldier just doesn't work in these sort of things. In fact, you could even put him here. In fact, I will put him there. He just doesn't work against Dive. He just doesn't work. It's not very good. He just doesn't have the tools to get away. Like, he has his sprint, and that's it. He can do damage, and he has a good ultimate, but that's about it. Not a lot of staying power, and we'll just get jumped by Dive. Sombra, in my opinion, is the best DPS in the game right now. Sombra is ridiculously overpowered. I don't like Sombra as a hero, but she's ridiculously strong right now. Can just kill half of the people in the game very quickly and easily. Very strong. Can dictate a fight. A good Sombra wins you the game. That is, like, Sombra's just good. Not much more to say. Just another dive hero, which incredible mobility, can literally teleport away. And that's it. Symmetra. I think Symmetra is being slept on a lot. The Symmetras I've played against have been really scary. I'm going to put a beta. Symmetra's weird because her kit doesn't look strong, but you play against her and all of a sudden you're just dying. And there's like 3 turrets on the floor, and you're getting targeted, and you're just dead. Like, Symmetra's good. And the teleport is good as well can be good for dive, can be good for brawl. Symmetra actually works very well with Reinhardt a lot, in my opinion. But also can work well with Reaper. Like, you can TP in, just like kill everyone. So it's like really good. Torb is poke, which it would make you think he's bad. But given I think Reinhardt is good, I've played a match where we had a Torb and a Reinhardt, and my entire game was spent just making sure the Reinhardt could stand in front of the Torb turret. And we completely destroyed them. They didn't make it past point 1. We lost like 1 fight. And we completely dominated. Like, Torb is good. I put Torb here. Torb can really work, but it depends on the comp. If you're playing a dive comp and you have Torb, it doesn't work. Because he just can't. He has to sit back, and then he just gets countered by them. By the other team, and they just flank round. And they kill Torb. But if you're more, he like the anti like dive meta right now is to play brawl and is to like stay tight, which is good because you just get to pick off like some of the dive targets, like the people diving in. You just get to like focus one, and then slow down the fight. Torb is good in those situations. Which again is how the meta like is good, because if that becomes meta, then like Junkrat goes up, because like all of a sudden Junkrat is spamming everyone, right? So that's what's good. But you don't pick Junkrat now because they can just simply go dive and destroy you. If like they have one like Tracer ult thing, you just die. So, but if they're both playing brawl, you can pick some of these heroes. Tracer is really good. I don't think Tracer's as good as Sombra, but Tracer's really good as well. I mean, you could argue that actually I think Tracer might be weaker than Reaper, but Tracer's S tier, because Tracer is insane for mobility. Really hard hero to play, but if you're good at Tracer, she's just ridiculously good. Widowmaker is poke, which obviously isn't great. Has decent damage output like that. Again, like good for zoning. Can be good for preventing certain dive, but it depends on your aim. At lower levels, she's not good at all. At higher levels, she's not that bad. But again, you wouldn't really pick her. But yeah. I don't think there's much more to say on that. I think it's just about there. Winston is very good. Might be high A. I think Winston's high A, yeah. Just the dive potential on Winston's crazy. Like, you can just jump in. So, he's just very good. You just jump in, slap down a shield, and you just win. Wrecking Ball is also good. Wrecking Ball is good, but no one plays Wrecking Ball. But he's really good for dive. And has very good damage output. I don't know if he is above or below Reinhardt. I'd put him below, but I think if you're a good player, like, he probably is better, but... actually, yeah, I'll put him above then. But... Also, I realised that Lucio should be below her. I think this is alright, right? If I ordered this correctly? Yeah, I've ordered this right. Okay, perfect. But Wrecking Ball's really good right now. You just jump in and you just completely disrupt a fight. It's brilliant. But if you're playing Dive Dive, like, Wrecking Ball can be bad, but he's usually quite good. It depends on the map, like, if he's battled like Reinhardt though. Like, these two are like the same in terms of like the level, but like that's so different. Zarya, I still don't think Zarya is bad, even though we have dive meta. Like, I still think she's okay. I don't think she's as good as Doomfist, but Zarya is not bad at all. Like, just the bubbles, like, I don't know, man. You can just protect a dive target. Like, if you're getting if one teammates get dived, you just bubble them. And boom, you either get charge, or you just save them, or both. So it's just, like, really good. But, like, other than that, doesn't have the best potential to kill people because like, mobility is just so important right now. But Zarya is very good for being on the front line because she can just live. Like, Zarya has so much staying power. So B, definitely. Like, a better Orisa, basically. An Orisa that can protect people. There you go. That's Zarya. Zen is the worst hero in the game right now. Zen has no mobility, is the biggest dive target, can do some damage, and his healing isn't even that good. His healing isn't that good. So I don't like him. When my teammate picks Zen, it annoys me because I have out-healed every single Zen I've ever played with in competitive, and I bet that's true. I bet if you look at my stats, that'll be true. I've out-healed all of them. I probably out-damaged a lot of them. Like, Zen is more of a DPS at this point, but with just no mobility. It's like a I don't even know, a Bastion that can heal other people, but has no mech. There you go. That's Zen. Just not good. Not good. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with Zen. They've got to buff him in some way, like make his healing stronger, or give him some sort of ability. Like, I don't know. Like, Zen has had like no changes in like years, I feel like. Or, like, since the game, like since he got released, like he's just been the same hero. Like, I feel like they give him another ability. But I don't know. Ramatra, it depends on the map, but I'd put him C. He's better than Jungle Queen. I don't know what the pronouns are of the character. I don't care. I'm just gonna say he. Ramatra's alright. His ultimate is ridiculous though. His ultimate might be the best in the whole game, but normal Ramatra isn't that great. Actually, I put him above Orisa for that reason. Just the ultimate's ridiculous. I don't understand that ultimate. It's insane. Like, if I've got a Ramatra on my team and I can just spam heal them whilst they're ulting, you win the fight automatically. There's no way you lose that fight. Lifeweaver is not great, but is better than Mercy, so you have to put him here. But as a healer, not the best. It's sad because I really like playing Lifeweaver, but when I play him, I feel like I get no value. He's just not that good. But I like his kit a lot, and I think there's some metas where he could do well. I think he does very well in poke, weirdly, because you can just kind of sit with, like, a Cassidy or, like, a Hanzo, and then just, like, spam heal into the tank, and it's just good, but right now, no. You just get jumped, and you have the launch thing, so you could put him higher. You could even put him C. I just don't think he deserves C. I'd put him D. Illari is not bad. I've played with some Illaris. I know I was talking about that game earlier where we completely dominated. We actually had an Illari, and they just put a turret down on the wall, and we just held. Illari is really good in Brawl, and Brawl is not bad, it's just that Dive is better. But if you're playing Brawl, Illari is not bad at all. I put a high C. I put a high C. It depends. If you're playing Dive, Illari sucks. but her ultimate's good. So you could even put her there. And I think I will put her there, actually. Nah, I'll put her there. I put high C. Malga is not good at all. I do not get scared of Malgas anymore. I think he's the worst tank in the game, actually. I used to get terrified of Malgas when he was strong, but they nerfed him, like, last season, and now this season that Dive is meta, he's a shambles. He's not good. Like, you can just ignore it. Unless you get in his face, he is useless. Like, he just does no damage output. Like, all you have to do is go from afar and just work him down. You can even go for his healers, and he'll have nothing. So, yeah, I know, because the healers just have to stick on him. But if you kill the healers, then he's just dead. Venture is really good right now, and I love that Venture's good, because Venture's really fun to play. Venture's one of my favorite DPSs. In fact, I'm going to put her A. Venture's really good. Overall, like, Venture's, I need to put, there we go. Venture is really good for, like, I think she is Dive. Like, I think you can play Dive with Venture. Ultimate is really good if you know how to use it. Really, just, mobility is just, like, really good. Very basic kit. Like, once you've used your abilities, it's kind of, like, not the most to do, but, like, you're just getting in their face and piling damage into them. Like, you can really work down a tank, or, like, just a support in the backline. You can take a 1v1 with most DPSs and win with Venture. Just because the bombs auto-explode, so, like, even an air target you can, like, kill. Obviously, it's not, like, great to try and kill an Echo, but, like, if they're low, you can do it. Whereas, like, a Junkrat, you literally just, like, have to pray you can throw one of your landmines and, like, explode it midair and hit it. Juno is really good in... Juno's really good in Brawl. If you have a Reinhardt, if you have an Orisa, Juno is really good. Anywhere else, Juno sucks, because if you're playing Juno is my main right now, and if I'm playing Juno and I see they have Tracer or Sombra, I insta-swap to Brig. Because you can't play the game. This Sombra, I had one game where a Sombra, I think they might kill me 10 times in one round. They won't let you play the game. They will just go behind you, and they will just kill you. Because you have no health, and you have no way to defend yourself. Juno's not good in those comps. If they are playing Sombra or Tracer, F2. But, if they're not, which hopefully they're not, you can play her, and she's really good. Like, good. So I think she balances out to be here. But I really like playing Juno. Juno's really fun to play. But if they have a good Sombra or a good Tracer, you're not going to get to play the game, unfortunately, so it's pretty sad. But, yeah, that's my Overwatch 2 Heroes tier list. I think this is fair. Let me know what you think. 28 minutes. That really went fast. Wow. I felt like I just started talking. That was lots of fun. Right. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.